Welcome, my name is Sergey. Today I'm going to give you a comprehensive breakdown on the structure of our universe. I'll explain how time works within it, and I'll touch bases on how it works beyond it. Now, before we get started, one point I'd like to make. The only goal of my video is to get this information out to the general public. I think it's absolutely paramount for everyone to have access to it, and it's a long time overdue. I'm more than willing to answer your questions, but I do not care for any petty debates. Now let's get started. You see 15 semicircular lines. These 15 lines represent 15 dimensions, or 15 planes of existence. We live in a universe that consists of 15 dimensions. Now, I will explain what a plane of existence is. Think of the ocean. If you start in the surface and you go downward, the deeper you go, the denser it becomes. Same thing in the universe, except planes of existence keep certain array of matter, of density, from spilling over to each other, either downward or upward. If particles, energy, matter spilled over all over the place, this would be a universe of chaos, which it is not. So, partially, in a sense, a plane of existence serves as barriers to keep certain density levels within their place. I will also explain how it works. We, on Earth, are in a plane of existence 3, in a dimension 3. That means, if somehow you manage to get up to 13, Earth would not be there at all. Our solar system would not be there. It's a completely different reality. However, think of this as a third dimension. Earth is right here, vibrating, let's say, on this frequency within the third dimension. If you manage to move slightly upwards towards lighter dimensional frequency within the third dimension, Earth would still be there. So Earth exists within its dimension, within the third dimension, in a multitude of different vibrational levels. However, it does not exist in completely different planes of existence. Now that that's covered, I'll explain how time works. Best I can put it, let's say you're in a dimension 14. Somehow you're looking down on Earth. Well, the moments in dimension 14 would be hours, if not days, on Earth, in dimension 3. That means that from higher dimensional perception, lower dimensions move a lot faster. So time in lower dimensions moves quicker. That being said, each one of these dimensions has a linear timeline. Our entire universe has linear timelines. Now, as you can see, our color-coded brackets are on certain dimensions. They're the linear timeline brackets. They're here to indicate the dimensions in which time is the same. That means that if it's 5 o'clock on dimension 3, it's 5 o'clock in dimension 4. 5 and 6 have same time. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 have same time. 12, 13, 14, 15 have same time. However, time within, let's say, this bracket is different from the time within that bracket. I tried to make it as simple as possible. I hope so far you understand. What I will cover next is what's beyond our universe. I simply call it other side, OS for short. You can call it whatever you want, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you understand how time works up there. Linear timeline does not exist beyond our universe. They have somewhat of a circular timeline. It's a cycle. It never ends. So existence beyond our universe has no end. In essence, you could say no beginning. However, if you compare it to the Earth timeline, as you can see, our time is completely different. But once in a blue moon, by random chance, it just might so happen that, let's say, 2 p.m. up there might synchronize with 2 p.m. here. Well, this about covers the structure of our universe and how time works within it. There is a lot more to our universe, how it works, the structure that governs it, the hierarchy, etc., etc., etc. Maybe I'll cover it in another video, but that's slightly more sensitive information. I will say one thing, the travel between dimensional planes. For higher energy particles, it's a lot easier to access lower dimensional planes than it is for low energy particles to access high. In other words, if you originate in 14, you can almost freely travel downward and back up. If you originate in third, you're kind of stuck, you can't move up. And most certainly you wouldn't want to move any downward. Now, I hope this makes sense to you guys. For now, I'm done. Peace out.